Welcome to Sweet Lovely Death, the channel where I find hidden gems in horror, true crime, and anything else that goes bump in the night. For our first video, we're going to be looking at mysterious creatures of Japanese folklore, specifically 3 yokai you might find in an abandoned or haunted house. Let's check it out. It's late afternoon, and you're lost in the forest. Somehow you manage to get separated from the others during the hike, and now the sun is slowly falling. This is your first time in Japan, a lifelong dream since you were a child, which has now started looking more like a nightmare. As you make your way past the ancient trees and rotting underbrush, you come upon an old abandoned house, shivering and cold. Although filled with apprehension, it's either this or the dark, foreboding wood. You walk up to try the door. Luckily, it's unlocked. Just as the sun drops below the horizon, you enter. Standing in the dark entryway, you reach into your bag to find the small plastic flashlight. With only this meager light, you have no desire to explore this damp and dreary place. Sliding open a tattered shoji screen, you find what appears to be an old bedroom. Exhausted and sore after stumbling through the trees, this place would be as good as any for tonight. You curl up on the thin mats on the floor, close your eyes, and fall asleep. You're startled awake. It's still dark, maybe somehow even darker. As you sit up to look around, you're overcome with a crawling sensation, the feeling of being watched. You hear small movements, but your eyes can't make out anything in the shadows. Your fingers grasp the floor and feel for the light. Got it. Another long second passes as you fumble for the switch. Your beam reveals the bottom of the shoji screens. As your hand shakes, you raise the light. Where there once was tattered holes and broken wood, there's now hundreds of eyes. In Japanese mythology, mokumokuren are spirits that usually live in torn shoji, the paper sliding doors and windows found in Japanese houses. The name mokumokuren literally means many eyes or continuous eyes. If not properly taken care of, shoji can easily be damaged and riddled with holes. When shoji have gone too long without repair, ghostly eyes begin to pop out of the holes, watching all that goes on inside the house. Although the mokumokuren are said to be harmless, according to one story, a traveler was determined to remain in the same house as mokumokuren, attempting to ignore it by wrapping the blanket he had been sleeping beneath tightly around his head. When he awoke, he discovered that his eyeballs had been removed and were nowhere to be found. Their true danger lies in who their companions might be. Mokumokuren often work in concert with other tsukumogami, and are usually signs of a greater infestation of yokai. You jump to your feet, running out of the bedroom and towards the front entrance. Somehow it's closed and won't budge. You spin and sprint into a long, dark hallway. The shadow's so heavy you can't see anything outside the small beam of light. You turn the first chance you get. Damn, it's some kind of old washroom or bathroom. Before you can turn to run, you're overcome with a stench so foul the lunch from earlier in the day threatens to leap from your gut. The light reveals a horrible creature on all fours, dog-like, eyes bulging from its socket. Its mouth stretches nearly from ear to ear with the corners tucked up in an insane grin. Its long, pink tongue sliding across the floor, lapping up the filth and muck from the tile. Its eyes turn up to meet yours. It speaks slurred and garbled Japanese, of which you can't make out anything familiar. Its blackened hand takes a tentative step toward you. The akaname is the personification of the fear of using a dark bathroom late at night. It is said to come out at night literally to lick up the grime and dirt that accumulates in unclean bathrooms. Akaname is a small, goblin-like yokai which inhabits only the dirtiest homes and public baths. It is about the size of a child or small adult, though it generally appears much smaller due to its hunching posture. It has a mop of greasy, slimy hair on top of its head. Its body is naked, its skin greasy, like its hair. Akaname come in many colors and varieties, ranging from a dark mottled green reminiscent of mold to a ruddy pink color of bed sores. They come in both one-eyed and two-eyed varieties and can have anywhere from 1 to 5 fingers and toes. All akaname have an extremely long, sticky tongue which they lap up slime, grease, hair, and other filth found in bathhouses and behind toilets. Like cockroaches, rats, lice, and other pests, akaname detest clean, well-kept homes and only appear where the owners show a complete lack of sanitary discipline. They are shy and stay clear of humans, scattering in light like cockroaches. They can spread disease, however, so it's a good idea to keep bathrooms and houses clean enough that akaname do not wish to settle down. You knock over an old table as you turn around. Running into the hallway, dirt and ash covers the tattered mats that line the floor. Which way was the door you came through? As you look into the rooms you pass, you see ancient dolls, an old, tattered futon mattress that seems to writhe, and movement in every shadow. You keep running and finally enter a large room. You freeze, unable to move, your legs seem cemented to the floor. The sound of tearing fabric and cracking wood comes from the ceiling. You raise the light. 2 hands are grasped on either side of a large hole in the ceiling. Dirty black hair drapes down from the attic. A face appears, dirty, gnarled, and ancient. The old woman leers down at you. Upside down, she pulls her naked body through the hole, further into the room. Her tongue lolls out, long strands dripping to the floor. You turn to see a broken window and run. In the Japanese language, this yokai's name means from the ceiling or descending from the ceiling. Specifically, it refers to an obscene, extremely ugly, naked old woman who lives in the ceilings of abandoned houses and stays in wait for unwary travelers. At night, when the person is asleep, the yokai would silently drop down from the ceiling and eat the unlucky victim. In most Japanese houses, there's usually a crawl space between the ceiling and the roof. This space, according to some old wives' tales, are where bandits hide dead bodies of previous owners or imprisoned women. This is also a place where many unwanted items are left behind. There is even a saying, to show someone the ceiling, which means to show them something horrifying. When I was a kid, my mom used to always tell me that if I left out food, we'd get ants. But apparently in Japan, if you don't make your bed or pick up your dirty clothes, you get monsters. Thank you guys so much for watching my first video. If there's any other yokai or urban legends you want me to make a video about, let me know in the comments. I've got many more videos in the works, so don't forget to like and subscribe.
Two, three.
What kind of sweet little animal? Today we're gonna go jumping free. We're gonna go to Idaho.